Okay, so Testament starter guide came out way earlier than I expected, but no one's complaining. This is Mr. Arbiter here again, and let's just watch straight through it. I will admit, I've already watched it 3 times, but Testament is just such an awesome looking character. Their gameplay and design is awesome, and I'm no OG fan, but damn, this character's just epic. So let's watch this whole sequence here. So a bunch of projectiles, bunch of scythe attacks, 6p, then a combo off of the 6p, and then setting up 2 projectiles again after the 6p. That is amazing. So 6p gets the combo because of the stay state. 5k, 6h. 6h doesn't seem like it's great for combos, but sets up into the slow projectile, and then summons the crow, and when the crow comes out, if the little heart lady's on the screen, it'll go towards her, and then it hits Ram and gets stained again. Like, that whole sequence was so smooth, and I love that they've changed Testament's gameplay to have a lot of setups, but in a really different way than the old way. So yeah, I'm not gonna he speaks really slowly, it's quite painful, but basically the crow activates Stain State, and one of their ultimates activates Stain States. So yeah, Stain, purple, obviously. And what the cool part is that basically just after you hit the opponent with anything, it just explodes a little bit afterwards. So it's kind of like when Happy Chaos does his like dust and then does the gunshot, or just does anything into the gunshot, but it just happens automatically. It's kind of like it's kind of like Faust's Afro explosion, but it happens a lot quicker. So you just hit them with anything, and then there's just another hit that happens when the stain explodes. So that's really awesome. So like any hit you get when it's in Stain State, which I assume also includes like if they just ran up and did a 2p or a 2k or something, that just makes your 2p so advantageous on block. Or it also starts a combo if it hits, which is kind of ridiculous. But I love it. I'm not complaining about ridiculousness here, no. So let's see what combo happens here. Oh yeah, so they go for a close slash, and then it's hella plus, and Soul's like, oh, I can press there, right? Nope, no. You blew up, and then you got hit by another close slash into a beautiful combo where I think Testament maybe could have jumped in the air, or at least dashed up and done something, but yeah, see, even off of an uncharged dust, they get a combo.
Grave Reaper. Testament strikes forward with their scythe.
Yeah, so basically, it's just this blood strike, and it just shoots like a short-range projectile. It's not too short-range. Even here, you can see from full screen, it goes like, this blood is explosion too, so it's like 2/3 of the screen, so it's actually decently large projectile. And both of them hit and combo in the opponent, and then it puts that little fairy lady on the screen wherever it stops.
While the heavy slash version
You can go into the air, it'll put her up there.
the scythe strike also has
Oh, sorry, not fairy, succubus.
and combos into the projectile on hit. The properties of the projectile.
Yeah, like they have hits, and as you can see there, they can hold it down to make it super slow, and that just makes the projectile go further. And as you can see, it just stays on the screen for ages at the end and be hella plus. They could probably run up and go in front of the projectile that was going so slowly there.
Such as increasing the active frames of the
And they don't say explicitly what the difference between the slash and heavy slash version is, but I just presume the slash one will be faster and the heavy slash one. Oh wait, no, one of them is going to be the aerial version. Yeah, so slash is like going to go in the air, and heavy slash will be across the ground. Never mind.
projectile.
But if you hold it down, it makes it slower and it stays on the screen for longer.
Transforms into a succubus and remains
Yeah,
for a short
succubus
while.
stays on the screen,
Crow familiar flies
and we get to talk about what that does later.
Unholy diver. Testament's crow familiar flies forward. This move puts the opponent in stain state on hit or block.
Yeah, so summons the crow. It's a bit of a slow projectile, but I imagine it's just really useful because maybe it's advantageous on block, I don't know. But it will activate the stain state, which is pretty OP. So actually, yeah, no, take back the advantage of block. They don't need that. So yeah, Unholy Diver, it just goes straight across the screen, which is really high, so I guess it could be used as a good anti-air, but they mainly use it after doing the blood projectile thingy, because then that puts the little succubus lady on the screen, and then the crow just goes at a nice angle where it's bound to hit the opponent, basically.
If the projectile position
And then in Stain State, booyah. And yeah,
positioning of the
if the succubus is in the air, then you get a really high anti-air, but I doubt that's ever going to be useful.
possession.
And then, yeah, you can also
banishes
teleport to the
reappears
succubi
in the
lady.
position of the projectile from Grave Reaper.
Oh, interesting. In the trailer, we saw Testament teleport into the air behind the opponent. Even with, I don't think the succubus was that high in the air.
Testament
So maybe the succubus has to be like the aerial version for Testament to teleport into the air. Interesting.
reappears in their initial position if the projectile is not on screen.
Yeah.
Testament will also reappear in their initial position when the button is held down.
So you can
This
fake out
means the
teleport.
move can be used either for movement or as a feint. Arbiter
Nice.
sign. An attack that tracks to the opponent's position to an extent. The
This is
slash
basically just exactly what we thought it was from the trailer. It's just a mid-screen, or not a mid-screen, but like a mid-range high-low mix-up.
this move works well.
Doesn't
to
track the
mix
opponent
up
at all, but like it's basically the perfect distance for after any like 2 or 3 buttons, whether it's your 5k into 6h, or even like a few P's into 6p maybe, or obviously close slash to fast slash to heavy slash, or even 2s to heavy slash. I imagine it'll work as well. Just any few buttons, they'll be in the distance to get hit by either of your Arbiter signs. And the reaction window actually looks kind of
move
small.
works
Like,
well to mix up
you have to really pay attention to where that reticule comes up on the screen, and I imagine you will be, because Testament's block pressure doesn't seem too scary otherwise. So whenever they're pressing some buttons, you just gotta watch when the reticule is above or below you, whether it's gonna be a low or an overhead.
a blocking opponent.
And I wonder if Testament can combo off of this particularly easily, because you can see it launches the opponent. Oh, they go up pretty high. I wonder if a PRC would be able to get like easy combos, or if it might be a little bit of a stretch to get a good combo off of that. Not sure.
An opponent. However, be aware that it cannot
But that is so cool.
attract the opponent from too close.
Still giving me hella Enchantress vibes.
Nostrovia. Testament summons a succubus who performs
Now this move, I'm gonna pause it before it even comes out. This, to me, is the most craziest thing in this starter guide. This looks ridiculous.
powerful attacks. This
So
move
the damage isn't crazy impressive, but pay attention. It puts the stain state on the opponent,
has quick
and it also, as he's saying now, it recovers really quickly.
with the
So they can just throw it out in a block string, and it seems like Sol is just stuck there. Maybe there's some gaps to like jump out or backdash, I'm not sure. But Testament almost recovers basically instantly and then can pressure you while you're blocking. So if there is any gaps, they can be able to go in for throws, and they're going to be able to use their high-low EXE Beast from above or below, or just general like dust or crouching dust to sweep. Like, what? That's ridiculous. And because they recover so quickly, obviously they can combo off of it. Like, what the hell?
in stain state on hit or block.
And because it puts the opponent in stain state, the combo you can get off of it is going to be even better and easier. Like, what?
Go all in on the
So, look at the damage here. Sol got hit by a raw Nostrovia.
opponent while
Then Testament went for, I don't know, close slash or something. Then Sol blew up.
maintaining
Another close slash into 6H. So super simple combo, just like button into button, command normal, special move, and he's stuck on the wall. We didn't even get to see the wall break damage, but this is from a raw super combo? Wait. What? What? That is so much damage, and then consider the fact that that can be added into a combo. I'm imagining, like, the way that this is going to be scaled is that it is just going to have a lot of scaling, right? Like, that's the only way that this can be fair, because if Testament did, like, a few buttons into this and comboed into it, like, why would you ever need to use an RC in your combos if you can just do some buttons into this epic overdrive that starts combos, that starts pressure, and that starts really good combos because it puts the opponent straight into your stained state, which otherwise you have to use the crow for. So you get better combos than you would from an RC, and it adds an overdrive's worth of damage combined into what is effectively an RC. Like, what the hell? That is amazing. Huh.
Calamity 1. Testament summons
And then, of course, they also have just a ridiculously awesome reversal that, as I kind of predicted from the trailer, or I was hoping I could predict, but it's a down-forward motion, just like Baiken and like Ramlethal. This amazingly huge reversal that is invincible is like the easiest input for a reversal in the game.
A massive beast, unleashing an extremely powerful attack.
So yeah, watch out against Testament on defense. That's going to be an easy one to pop, and it hits like half the screen.
Comes out, making it work well in combos or for interrupting the opponent's offense.
At least the damage seems a little bit lower compared to some others, but maybe that I just forgot.
Far standing slash and the slash version.
Okay, now he's just talking about random, like the finale. Let's look at the sequence though.
The opponent's offense. Far standing.
So, ooh, wait. Ah, 2S seems to have a similar animation to 2H, but then the standing H launches the opponent, gets the meaty projectile, which puts the succubus on her, goes for a heavy slash, I presume, that missed, but then got another slash, heavy slash, slash, projectile again, slash into Crow PRC. The Crow attacks, puts Baiken in stain state, and then gets extended combos off of the 2K. So yeah, even when you go into stain state, you get like 50-50s, and if they get hit, then it goes in for a combo. So Baiken decided to block high here, or I guess she just got hit. But if she did get hit by the 2K, then boom, popped up by the explosion. Few buttons, break the wall, damn. Yeah, let's get May. Yeah, buttons into projectile, buttons into Crow. Seems pretty similar. But I love how there's going to be, even though it's like a similar concept of sequence, so it's going to be this projectile to kind of set up the, well, just to like pressure the opponent and hold them there for a little bit, but also set up the succubus. And then from the succubus, you can either choose to go in for the Crow to put the stain state on, then the stain state lets you go for like way improved pressure and combos, or you could use the succubus for a teleport in for a little bit of a mix-up on the opponent if they're not predicting you're gonna go for that. Yeah, seems pretty cool. How there's all these setup options that like seem kind of simple, but there's like a few different options of them that combined, like there's gonna be a lot of things Testament can do. Especially when you factor in the account that Testament can hold down the projectile to make it a slow traveling projectile that's way more advantageous. And then, yeah, you have to think about whether they're going to teleport in, or use the Crow to put you in stain state, or go for another projectile, or or just use massive buttons. Yeah, there's the slow version of the Grave Reaper. Massive counter hit into the Crow PRC, and then from the Crow PRC, when the opponent's in stain state, you get another hit, and then you get another pop-up from the stain explosion. But May got stuck to the wall too quickly. Oh yeah, and I forgot about this. Overhead and lows. Look, we get to see that they're like, maybe they're not, oh, I wonder if that's advantageous or just like not punishable. Because I imagine these surely are punishable, right? Like, you can't have mid-screen overhead lows and it not be punishable. Or at least by RNG's standard. But then with the stain state on, it's maybe advantageous. Yeah, it looks advantageous. So they get to go for pressure after the 50-50s if they go for those 50-50s after putting them into the stain state. That's pretty crazy.
While the opponent is in stain state, you can gain the advantage just by connecting the far edge of...
And look, in this situation here, Testament could have teleported. Ooh, imagine the burst bait with that, with the succubus teleport. So Testament's doing a combo, goes in for something, but instead goes in for the teleport, and then teleports all the way like over there, dodges the burst, and then gets a punish. That would be the most epic burst bait in the game. So, goodness me, that is really surprising looking at the move list at the end of the screen, because it looks so tiny, literally 4 special moves. And then the supers. But like, it was probably one of the longest character guides. What? That makes no sense. That's crazy. So we got the Crow puts on the stain state, Arbiter sign, Wait, what the heck was that? Grave Reaper is the blood projectile. Possession is teleporting to the fairy lady. I mean the succubus. And oh, Arbiter sign is at overhead and low. And then which one? Yeah, Nostrovia is gonna be whack. I'm interested to see how it actually plays out, because from what they showed us, it looks ridiculous. But yeah, that's Testament. Coming out in a few days. Seems awesome. Has crazy big buttons. Has crazy potential off of, like, not kind of setups, not setups in a traditional sense, but setups in that they're setting things up for Testament to use in the future. So they're not like trap setups. They're like setting up options, setting up potential things that Testament can do. So like setting up a teleport, or setting up plus frames, or setting up being able to shoot a crow that allows you to set up plus frames. Like, it's gonna be a very flowcharty character. But they look super, super fun. I can't wait to get my hands on them. Thanks for the starter guide. Arc system works. Look forward to playing. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.